What is up, y'all? I don't usually do voiceovers for my videos, but a friend of mine, Zach Tellender, recently did it for his, and I really liked the idea, so I'm going to start doing it this way on certain videos to preface whatever the context of the video is. Before I do that, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with your friends, your family, whoever. So yesterday we went down to the Texas State Capitol for an Austin Pride rally, and the original plan was to do what we normally do, go down there for Man on the Street interviews and sort of bullshit, chop it up. Originally we thought it was going to be kind of a big gay party, and right when we got there, the first thing that we heard from one of the speakers was something along the lines of, my brother was almost beaten to death in a bathroom for being a homo, so we did not think that we should go along with that original plan. We did a hard pivot, and we ended up learning about the Stonewall riots. Check it out. He's actually on vacation right now.
Man, I'm from Phoenix. We just came down to check out the Capitol. We heard music. I love music, so I came to check it out. And I support everyone, man, so whatever everyone believes in, whatever they want to do is fine with me. You also hear some knowledge and you hear some things that you don't know about.
What did you learn here today?
The mob was running the gay bars. They were the only ones that were willing to go against the police because they'll make money however, you know what I'm saying? The mafia make money however.
You wouldn't expect the Italian mob to be running gay bars.
The mob in New York doing it.
What do you think about the drag queen story hour at like libraries and kindergartens?
I would not want to force it because for me, it feels like it's being forced upon the kids. My opinion about it, if you cannot go to war, if you can't buy cigarettes, you can't buy alcohol at 18, how can you know what you want to do or change yourself at that age? And if the issue wasn't being pushed, I don't care about what anyone wants to do for themselves. You can come out, you keep quiet, whatever you choose to do. But forcing it is what I don't believe in.
How do you feel about major corporations making their logos rainbows during Pride Month?
I don't care about that, man, because they have their stuff 11 months or whatever, however many months. So showing support to people is never a problem, you know what I'm saying? So I have no problem with that.
There's like Veterans Month, and there's Hispanic Heritage Month, there's Black History Month, there's like that. And I'm not saying that we need like a White History Month or anything like that, but a straight Pride Month, what about that?
Watch this. So if you watch the movie Trolls.
What?
Trolls, that cartoon movie. They were just making up days. Oh, this is best friend day. This is eat a piece of cake day. They do that now. And for me, it is what it is. It's a regular day.
Yeah, we need a this is what we need. We need a rock and roll blues month, dude.
Yes, exactly, because that right there is going to bring everyone together.
That's what I'm saying. Music, dude. Music heals the soul.
So it's the 54-year anniversary of the Stonewall riots in New York City. So this is Austin Pride's event that they've done for the last 10 years.
Okay. So I got a couple questions. First of all, are you gay?
Yes.
Okay, the shirt gave it away.
Yeah, I embrace the word it, that's okay.
So why are you here today?
I think it's important to remember where and why we are celebrating Pride. And
those are just balloons, not gunshots.
I think it's important to know where we came from and why Pride is celebrated. It is a big party, sure, but Pride started out as a riot.
Can you give me like a quick overview of what the Stonewall riots were in response to?
So back in 1969, it was still very illegal to partake in homosexual activity. Gay bars at the time were hush-hush, and they ended up having to fight off a lot of cops a lot of the time. They would have to pay off the cops so that they didn't get raided and arrested for indecency and all the other.
Like when you say raided, you mean raided like a drug raid?
Essentially, yeah.
Been in a couple of those. It's not fun, dude.
What happened at Stonewall, which was a gay bar, but it was they turned on the white lights, and that indicated that they were being raided. And so at that point, you had to stop dancing with who you were dancing with and touching who you were or anything else like that because you could get arrested at that point.
That sounds like gay prohibition.
It essentially was, yeah. Again, it was 1969, so it's not too long ago.
Why does Austin have a separate Pride Month than the rest of the world?
There's a lot of theories about that. The Pride Parade in Austin has always been in August. Previously, it was the same weekend as Rot Rally, if you know what that is, which was not a good idea. So they ended up having to change it.
Very different people there, for sure.
Just a little bit.
What's the gayest thing you've ever done?
I can't say that on camera. My dad's gonna see this. Probably wear a shirt that says against Abbott.
What are your thoughts on corporations making their logos rainbow colored, rainbow themed for Pride Month?
I mean, there are certain companies that capitalize on it. It is called rainbow capitalism for a reason. But I think that there are some well-intended companies that do it for the right reasons. But there are some people that just want the money. This is America. Everybody wants the dollar.
If there was a straight Pride Month, what would be your feelings about that?
Well, when your rights and your ability to be married and all the other things that we have to deal with are at risk, then you can have a straight month. Outside of that, give us 1 month. You can deal with it. When you can get fired in 30 states because of who you sleep with, then we can have a conversation about that.
Okay, you know what? When you say people get fired for they sleep with, how does that happen? What's that due to?
The law.
It's like,
There's literally a law that protects certain states and certain people in certain states from being fired for being gay. There are 30 states in the United States that don't have that protection. So legally, you could be fired for being a homosexual.
What do you think about the gay cake thing?
The gay cake thing, like
Gay cake?
gay cake. You don't want to make a gay cake? Don't make a gay cake. I don't care. If you don't want to make a gay cake, I don't want to pay you to make a gay cake. Whatever.
How are you not sweating right now?
Oh, you have no idea. I love wearing layers. I love wearing costumes, and that's just who I am.
That's a pretty slick suit, dude. First question, are you gay?
Yes, 100% gay.
Why are we here today?
We are here to celebrate the annual Stonewall riots, and it's the rally that the Austin Pride organization does every single year to remind us of the history that is the LGBTQ community.
Can you tell me a little bit about those? Because I really don't know. I was just kind of briefed on it by somebody that was in attendance, but I don't really know much about it.
Back in the day, in the 1950s, being gay is just not acceptable as it is today. But back then, it was basically straight up, you see a gay on the street, you pretty much want to hit them. People would gay bash. It was just a horrible time for LGBTQ community at the time. And the Stonewall riots was caused because police and FBI and the government were just pretty much singling out this gay clubs, gay venues, gay people, and the people just had enough. And when the officers and the police officers would invade the club just to kind of like harass them, they had enough and they fought back. And that club was called Stonewall Inn in New York City. That's where it originated. We're still fighting to this day for our rights as, LGBTQ plus community. We're still fighting for our right to live, which shouldn't be a thing, but we are still fighting for our right to live.
What do you mean you're fighting for your right to live?
Because there are people who still want to, for example, there are a lot of bills going on right now, right here at the Capitol, that are against transgender people who are part of the LGBT community, where they don't want to give them health care. They don't want to have them exist or have a name change officially, even though they live their life as a transgendered woman or a man.
You're saying that there's people that don't want people to be able to change their names?
No, the thing is that when they're born, people don't feel like that. That's not who they are. That's not their body. Okay. So from there, let's just say that there's a male who identifies as a female. Okay, that's who they are. That's who they are on the inside. That's not who they see themselves as. Okay, and from then they go ahead and do a transition process where they do live their life as a woman, because that's who they feel like they are, and that's who anything we should respect. People's rights, people's lifestyles. And if that's how they want to live their life, that's what we should do. But unfortunately, there are bills that are going on within our Capitol to where they don't want them to live their life happily.
Yeah, but anybody can change their name. That doesn't...
Well, legally, on the identification card, like male and female. Yeah. And sometimes they give them a rough time. I don't know why it's such a big deal. If they want to live their life as this person or change their name, then let that person be.
What would you say to somebody who said that they don't think that taxpayer dollars should go towards transgender surgeries or whatever sort of health care is involved with that?
I think that's kind of ridiculous. Like I said, let people live their life how they want to authentically. I respect everybody's rights and the way they live. Respect ours. Respect our community. Respect transgender people's rights and lifestyle. Do not, you know.
I don't really give a shit what people do, but I do think that there is at a certain point somebody shouldn't be forced to pay for somebody else's surgery.
That would probably be another subcategory that to be talked about. But everybody should have the right to get health care.
What do you think about corporations changing their logos to the rainbow pride flag during the Pride Month?
I mean, it shows support. It shows love, and that's what the world needs right now. Is love and support and respect for all. And if we're celebrating, of course, Pride Month is celebrated during the month of June, and if corporations want to go and help us celebrate our month, then by all means, do it.
What would you say about a straight Pride Month?
Well, see, here's the thing. Pride Month, as I explained about the Stonewall riots, is celebrated to fight for who we are as individuals, not having to be afraid of that. Straight Pride, you don't really need to, celebrate that because you don't have to fear walking down the street and somebody could be like, hey, what's up, homo? What's up, F word? And like, bam. You know what I'm saying? What's up, straight guy? Like you don't have that fear. So Pride for us is a celebration, and be thankful you guys don't need that for a straight Pride. Like you don't have that fear. So